me, can you handle a girl like me? I am a handful, got a real big dream.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Videsra's Fashion and Creations, and I'm Danita, the chief designer here. How are you? Welcome back. Welcome to one of my videos. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I've been collecting some looks. We are officially in winter, and I think I've mentioned it before that I absolutely love fall and winter, particularly because of the fashion, and that is because I really love to layer my pieces. So this season is a time where I get to really throw on my outfits, and the only thing why I hesitated with winter is because winter is really cold, so I don't really love the cold. I wish the winter was really just an extended fall with, you know, like colder fall days. But going out in 30 degrees weather is really not fun sometimes. But I think I have kind of mastered how to stay warm and still look fashionable. So this is my season to shine, and I've been collecting a few of my looks over the last couple of weeks, and I want to share them with you. These are going to be looks that I've worn particularly at work. There might be one or two where I've worn to church, but particularly work, because that's where I get dressed up most times. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you are not new to the channel, welcome back. I hope that you'll enjoy this one. Grab your cup of coffee. For me, or tea, whatever your drink of choice is. For me, when I'm watching these videos, I like to do it like when I'm getting ready in the morning. It's a really great time that I have to spare to really watch my favorite YouTubers, and I also like to watch it at nighttime. So whatever time of day you're watching this video, first of all, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and share the video with a friend and put a comment below. The thing I also want, I'm gonna ask you a question. Based on what you've seen from me so far, what would you say is my style aesthetic? How would you describe my personal style? And what would you say is my style uniform? And if you look at these outfits carefully, maybe you'll get a hint. I have an idea of what it is because I know who I am, but it's always good to get others' opinion or perspective because they see you differently, right? Anyways, pause the video, like the video, grab your drink, and come on back. Oh, welcome back. And by the way, I'm drinking this ashwagandha tea that I have fallen in love with. I really am a tea girl, so I drink all sorts of teas. I have my iPad dandy so I can really go through the looks with you. I have maybe 14 or 15 looks, and we're just going to go through them one by one and just discuss. So this first look was really earlier into fall before it got really cold, and that's why I really love fall, because I can still layer while feeling cute and comfortable. I don't have to bulk up too much. I don't need too many layers, so I really like fall for that. So in this particular look, I was able to get away with my skirt, this white skirt that I thrifted, and I'm also wearing like sheer stockings, but they're like skin tone. Now I have to be wearing like fleece lined stockings just because I need it to be cooler, and those shoes, they kind of had the side of the feet out. Now I have to be wearing boots and really full shoes. With this white skirt, I paired it with this striped button-down shirt. I don't remember where I got this one from, but the sweater kind of top, I know I got that in Macy's, and I really loved how it came. I had these boho crochet braids, and I was feeling so cute. And even though I'm in pink and white, I did put on my red eyewear, because I feel like whatever outfit I wear, when I wear that eyewear, it still makes the look complete. I felt really girly, comfortable, warm enough. Like if I needed to, I could easily just put on like a trench coat and that would be it. Love this look. That was look number one. And I wore this to work, but of course this is a really nice outfit that you could wear to church as well. The next look is also kind of keeping in the pink and white family. I thrifted the tie. So the tie was really the base of the outfit. That's what I started off with, and I was just like, how can I really make this tie work? And funny enough, the tie is not the showpiece of this outfit. If you realize that this top this sweater top, it also looks exactly same like the previous one because they are the same thing. One is pink and one is gray. So I kind of use the same uniform. You see where we're getting, right? So I use the same idea of a shirt underneath this blouse, but I did add that tie and it just peeked out a little bit at the top and the waistline. I really wanted the top of it to show a little bit more, so I found myself throughout the day kind of pulling it down. Wasn't really doing what it was supposed to do, but it worked for that little peak detail. And then I really love these gray pants. And another thing you'll find with me is that I wear my clothes, so I'm not trying to get, even though I recreate my looks to make them look different every day, these are not new clothes that I'm wearing every day. I'm wearing my pieces. So this gray pants, I've had this gray pants for probably a year and a half now, and I love it every single time. I think I picked it up in Target and it's a size 0. I like the fit of it. The waist is really snatched, but the legs is wide without it being too wide. And then I wore my white pumps. This white pumps has proven to be a staple in my wardrobe, and I did change my eyewear in this one to match a little bit more, and my black bag, and it was good. And if you realize that I have this scarf peeping through, and it was pink and white. I like to coordinate, guys, so this is gray and white and pink. And then I'm going to pop up another clip of this same outfit. Somehow throughout the day at work, I decided I want to lose the tie from my neck, and I decided to put it through the pant loop. And I wish I had started out the day with this because this was innovative, stylish, and I love this. I just really like how that came together. So great look. The next look I captured was when the temperature was dropping a little bit. This was when fall was slowly saying, bye, I'm out. So if you're looking even in this picture, like the leaves are brown, like, you know, it's very close to winter. I decided to wear this red dress. I think I told you guys that I got this red dress in H&M. And I had the idea, now when I initially got this dress, I was thinking about wearing it with a button-down white shirt underneath and maybe a tie. But because that's kind of going to give more of a fall spring vibe, I decided to go with my turtleneck this day. I wore thicker leggings with this one and the boots came out. And even though I don't have on like a puffer jacket, I was still able to wear my leather coat, or leather jacket rather, because it wasn't freezing cold, but this was definitely a more warmer outfit. The hair has changed with this, so this is to tell you that this is a couple weeks apart. But this was, you know, when it was getting really colder and I really had to pull out my turtleneck. Now ironically, I guess we weren't really out of fall that much because I was able to put this outfit on the next day, I think this was. And if you realize, I just have this button-down shirt. It's really like a polyester fabric. The pants are more of a cotton linen wool blend, so it's thicker, so it did keep me warm, and I ended up pairing these together. I really like the policeman stripes on pants. You know I do like that look. I picked up this silver necklace in the thrift store and also those earrings. I also got these flat beige shoes from Amazon because I realized that in the winter fall I do want to wear shoes that cover most of my foot, that I can also wear like socks or stockings with them, because of course we need to keep our feet warm. See, I tell you I wear my clothes. This was another outfit that I did with my gray pants, and this was probably no more than a week apart. I wear this pants I got on clearance, and I'm telling you I got my money's worth, because I've worn this pants probably at least every month. This pants is coming out, and maybe even 3 times for the month, because it's so easy to wear. It goes with so many pieces. Now you see I'm wearing it with it's actually a white turtleneck long sleeve, and then I just decided to put this red sweater over it. I just thought that look was so cute. I think this was inspired by a look I saw on Pinterest from what's her name, Victoria Beckham. She had like a red she had a similar outfit. I'll probably put that beside it because I think I had a screenshot of it. And I was like, that looks actually really nice. And then with her wide pumps, I tried it on and I was like, yeah, I love this. So again, I brought my red eyewear out. I did do gold accessories. So I'm wearing my gold earrings because the side of the sweater, the red sweater, it does have some gold details. So I thought that really came together really nicely. And that was my look. Now, the next look, you can see that it's getting really cold because the scarves are coming out, the tall boots are out, stockings, coats, everything. So this is realistically what the rest of this winter season is going to look like for me. Lots of boots, lots of sweater, lots of scarves. So let's kind of dissect this look. I think I do have this black, it's not quite a turtleneck, but more of a mock turtleneck sweater. It actually has like buttons as well. And then I went with this skirt that I actually thrifted. It was some time ago, but it's the first time I'm wearing it. I don't wear it very often because of that high split. And I decided to wear it this day because I was like, you know, with the stockings that I'm wearing and because of the shape of the skirt, it actually works, you know, without it being too risque. So I wore my black boots. I decided to put my scarf around. I used this scarf because it had that aqua blue green inside of it, and then I could have easily did my camel coat, but I decided to go with the black, and that was the look. I really liked this look. I got a lot of compliments on this look actually, and I was feeling so sick on this day, but it doesn't matter how you feel. Once you're gonna get up, get dressed and go out and show out. That is my mantra. Now, the next look, I picked up these pants from H&M a couple of weeks ago. They're kind of a linen blend, but it's that wide leg that I absolutely love. Let me tell you something. Pants are my vice because I can't see a good, well-made pants and leave it in the store. Once it's tight in the waist and long to cover my heels, I'm getting it. I just love a pants that fit well, and I thought these were perfect. It's kind of a brown maroon eggplant color, so it plays well with browns and burgundies. So in this particular look, it was kind of a monochromatic look. So the top is really a burgundy top, and then I paired it with my burgundy shoes, and then this scarf is more of a brown scarf, but somehow when I put everything together, it just worked phenomenally. I just had pulled out my braids and my fro was back, and I felt super cute. This is one of my favorite looks. I must tell you, I have a lot of really great looks. I feel very creative and stylish these last days, so I've been having a lot of fun dressing up in my closet, and I really liked how this outfit came together. And now, speaking of outfits coming together, we're having like themed Fridays for this whole Christmas season, and so they wanted us to dress in blue, accents of blue and white. And so I did get this blazer, which is kind of a long blazer style. I did pick that up in Macy's. It is the perfect color, the perfect fit. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, but I knew I had to incorporate like the blue and the white. So my go-to is this white pants. Y'all know, I tell you, I wear my clothes. Y'all know this pants very well. I wear it with a lot of combinations, but it's just so easy to wear. It's well fitted as well. And then I wore a white button-down shirt. I got my blue vest to wear inside. I have my tall white boots on, and then the jacket over this look. I felt like $1 million. This look was really one of my favorites. Now this next day, you can see the weather was weathering. I think it even snowed. Did it snow this morning? I think it snowed this morning that I was getting dressed. So I was, yes, very cozy winter white. I got these white pants out again, my little high neck collar shirt. You saw the vest, the gray and white striped vest I got in Macy's. The gray jacket is also a Calvin Klein that I picked up in Macy's maybe 2 or 3 years ago. This puffer coat is actually for my son. I was like, this goes with my look. I am wearing this today. And then, you know, my silver flats and my eyewear, of course. I felt cozy. It kept me warm all day. And I just really like the look. I mean, I love all the looks together. What vibe are you getting so far? Like, what is my style uniform? Is it a pants? Am I a pants girly? Because like most of these outfits are pants. I probably wore a dress one time and a skirt one time, but everything else is like wide leg pants. Is that my signature style? Well, just I spoke too soon, because here we are with an A-line skirt, and I think this is probably my second time doing an A-line skirt, because I had that one with the high split. Now I have this blue one, which again was thrifted. How many pieces have I thrifted? Like most of my pieces right now sound like they've been thrifted. But this is my blue A-line skirt. Oh my gosh, I really love this look. I did not wake up this morning thinking that this was going to be my look. But I started with the skirt and I just built on it. That's usually how it goes. I went with this turtleneck, which is actually a piece just like this. And yeah, I matched it with my boots, decided to put that belt on. Of course, because it's so cold, I was like, let me grab my little, what do you call this? Like a caftan. I thought that would keep me cozy throughout the day in the office. And yeah, another favorite of mine. And then, listen, I have a lot of favorites. It is what it is. Like, what can I say? What can I say? Another H&M pants. So H&M, Macy's seems to be my place for shopping, as well as a thrift store. These H&M pants are almost the replica of the brown ones that I got, but this one, of course, is in this light khaki color, which is adorbs. I got these suspenders in the thrift store, and I really wanted to wear them. I really wanted to wear them up, but when I wore them up, I thought I was a little bit restrictive. It was pulling up the pants too much that I didn't want, so I was just like, you know what, let me just drop it down. This black tie, a perfect tie that I got at the thrift store as well. And everything here is probably thrifted except for this bomber jacket, because that white button down shirt was thrifted, the tie, the suspender, oh yes, and so the pants and the bomber jacket are from H&M. And my black, I absolutely love this look. I felt so dandy, so sophisticated, class, elegant, stylish, the whole works. This was fun. This was fun. I had a lot of fun putting this one together. All right, so we move on to the next look, and this next look was actually the one that I wore yesterday. It was supposed to, another themed day at work, and it was supposed to be like cozy Christmas, so they wanted us to wear like sweaters, fur, what else did they say? Fur, I don't know, whatever. But I decided, all right, let me just wear this sweater, and this is the coziest it's going to get for me at work, because at the end of the day, like, I'm a girl that if I'm at work, I'm going to dress appropriately and business-like. So I got my yellow mustard pants, which I thought, okay, that could be a Christmas color. I'm wearing those white boots that I said don't work in them. And my sweater top, and I thought that this was great. And then of course I also wanted to show you like realistically how I'm going outside, because in the office that's the base look, the top and the pants, but when I'm going outside, I need my gloves, I need my coat, I even need my earmuffs, because the wind, it really gets you. So those were my looks. There's another look that I wanted to make mention of, because I really loved this look. I was feeling so creative, and I put it on my shorts here on YouTube as well. But it's this, I decided to, you know, there was another themed day at work, and I was supposed to wear something black and sparkly, but I didn't want it to be too sparkly in the daytime because the event was in the night. So I decided to put this black jacket over it, and you know, I kind of recreated the whole thing and put use my earring as a brooch, and I just thought that was so creative. It was a really good look. I wore my leopard pants, because I tell you again, that I really do wear my clothes. I wear my clothes. So I wore my leopard pants, and I made sure that, you know, when it all came together, I just felt again like $1,000,000. Those have been my favorite looks since this winter fall. Let me know what you think. What do you think is my style? What do you think about my style? If you're living in a cold climate, what is your go-to? Like today, I had a concert. I'm just coming from a concert at church, which was phenomenal. Carols and Candlelight. And Jonathan McReynolds was one of the guest performer there. His stunt was very short. I was like, I want more, but it was like an hour and a half concert. So it wasn't a long concert at all, but it was really nice. A nice way to break up the day. So I really enjoyed that. And even today I was like, what am I going to wear? And I ended up coming up with a pretty neat outfit. So I ended up wearing my white capris, again, another thrifted piece. Then I wore, this is actually the look actually. And then I wore my turtleneck, my beige belts, my brown boots, and my leather jacket, and I thought it came together really well. So I realized that my aesthetic for this winter is just really trying to stay cozy, comfortable, but chic at the same time, because I'm just a fashion girly. And you know, by fashion girly, I don't mean I like to trends or stuff like that, but I just really enjoy dressing up. I really enjoy styling pieces. I really like restyling my pieces as well, because obviously I can't wear a new item every day, although I've acquired a few new pieces, as you can tell. But at the same time, there are some staples, like my gray pants is a staple, my white pants is a staple, my coats are definitely staples. You know, I don't change those up very often, and they just go together very well. So even when I get a new piece, I'm wearing them with old favorites that are just really great. I hope that you got some inspiration. I know, like I said, in the mornings when I'm getting ready for work, I like to watch YouTubers get dressed, and that sometimes inspires my look. So hopefully you can watch this one morning when you're getting ready. And which look are you more prone to copy? Let me know in the comments below. And again, if you are new, thank you so much for watching. And if you have not yet subscribed, could you do me a favor and please subscribe? Thank you to all my new subscribers. It means a lot to me that you enjoy my content. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye y'all.